Hey there, welcome to your yoga practice today. We're going to do something a little bit different than normal. I've been promising this to some friends and other students for a little while now, and I'm finally getting to it. So this is actually a chair yoga class, and if that intrigues you, if you know somebody that may benefit from it, then certainly feel free to pass it along and come and practice it yourself. And even if you can get up and off the floor, this is just kind of nice, and you can use some of these things maybe during your work day if you have to sit behind a desk or something during your work day. So just play with it and have some fun and see what happens. Namaste. So let's begin in the seat. Slide yourself back in the seat so you can be supported by the back of the chair, and you don't have to slouch, but you don't have to work really hard to sit up tall. Relax your shoulders, plant your feet about hip bone distance apart, sinking into your seat and extending out the crown of your head. Coming to your breath. And just very gradually begin to allow that breath to deepen. Let it slow. And just check in that your inhales and exhales are equally long. Beginning very gently here. With your next exhalation, drop your chin down to your chest. As you inhale, lift your face up toward the ceiling. Work to keep the back of the neck nice and long. We'll do that again, exhaling the chin down and inhaling to lift the face up. Bringing your head back to the middle. Take a nice big breath in here. And then as you exhale, turn your face over towards your right shoulder. Maybe even look over the shoulder as far as you can see. Coming back to the center. Exhale, turn your face over to the left. Inhaling, make your way back to the middle. And then exhale, take your chin over towards your right shoulder again, this time letting the chin roll down all the way to the center of your chest. Bring your head back up to neutral and switch sides. Turn to the left, allow the chin to roll down. From here, take the right ear over toward the right shoulder and then roll it back down to center. Switching sides, left ear to left shoulder and then back to the center again. Rolling the head around a few times like that, side to side. Pausing this time, take the right ear to the right shoulder, stretch the left hand away, and you can take the right hand up and over the head, reaching toward your left temple and adding just a little bit of pull if that feels good. Releasing that, come back to center, and then drop your left ear over toward your left shoulder. Add stretching your right hand away if that feels good. And maybe taking the left hand up and over to add a little extra if you still want a little extra. And then we'll release that, coming back to center. So scooting away from the back of the seat maybe, just so the arms don't hit the chair, just roll around into your shoulders. And you can let this be more about your arms, but see if you can really roll into the shoulder joint. Make sure you go in both directions. Releasing to the sides, and then we're going to add on a little body weight. So take the arms out with the elbows bent and essentially do the same thing. Just roll around into your shoulder joint, forward and back. And let your arms rest when you need to rest. Shake them out if you need. And then extend the arms out to the sides, maybe bent if you still prefer, or straight, adding a little bit more body weight. Roll around forward and back. Releasing your arms to the sides, just roll around and shake out your shoulders a little bit here. We're going to take the fingers and interlace, pressing the palms forward down toward your knees-ish. Stretch away from the body. Feel a nice stretch across the backs of your shoulders. And then release that. Same idea, only we're going to take the hands shoulder height, pressing away just like we did before. And then releasing that. Let's go again. Press the palms away, somewhere between the shoulder width and straight up toward the ceiling. Reach away from the body. And then release that. One last time, interlace the fingers, press the palms away, straight up, or as straight up as you can go. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, press through the palms, and then release that. Here we're going to take the fingers and interlace them behind the lower back. Palms are going to stay facing each other here. If you can wiggle your hands between the back of the seat and your seat, maybe you can stretch away there. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other. Sitting up nice and tall. And then releasing that. Roll out your shoulders a little bit here if that feels good. Take the arms on an inhale, stretch them up toward the ceiling. With your exhale, bring them back down again. We'll do that again. And then one more time. Inhaling, come back up. When you get there, again, interlace your fingers. The palms can rotate toward the ceiling or stay palms facing. With an exhale, twist the upper body to the left, and then inhale back to the middle, and exhale, twist your upper body over to the right. So you're just gonna go side to side like that, twisting from the belly, rotating around evenly through the spine. Releasing the arms back to the sides. Let's go ahead and lift the right arm up. Let the left hand stay reaching down. And we're going to gently tip over to the left. Make sure you're even on your seat so you don't fall out of your chair. You can lean on the chair with the left hand a little bit if you need. Open up the right side of your body. Nice big breaths. And then come back to the center and we're going to switch arms. So the right hand is down and the left arm is up. Reach away, and then that little tip over to the right. Again, just make sure you feel secure in your seat. And then we'll come back up to the middle again. From here, bringing the hands to the knees. On an inhale, draw your shoulder blades together on your back, lift your chest. And then exhale and round your spine. If you're sitting too close to your seat, scoot forward a little bit so you can really press that back in toward the back of the chair. In and out like that, connected to your breath. Really get into those tight spots back there. Do that one more time here. And then just find a nice neutral tall spine. From here, we're going to come forward, tipping from the hip, and let yourself just hang over loose like a rag doll. So let your shoulders roll forward, the hands can fall toward the floor. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. Let your head hang. With an inhale, roll your spine all the way up to seated again. Sitting nice and tall. And this time we're going to hinge forward from the hip, keeping the spine in that neutral position. So the hands can support on the thighs. They can start to reach down toward your shins as long as the shoulders stay back this time. Head is in line with the spine. Notice the difference in the stretch here. Hinging back up, inhale. And then taking the legs straighter. So if you can, maybe slide forward in your seat a little bit. Try not to fall out of your seat. You can absolutely hang on to the chair. And then come forward here. So the legs are a little straighter. Your feet might be flexed, pointing up toward the ceiling, or your toes might be pointing more toward the floor. You decide. Let your hands move to where they need to be. Keeping the shoulders back and the head in line with the spine. Hinging back up, use your hands if you need. And then we'll take the feet flat to the floor again. So from here, we're going to cross the ankles. Then just for continuity, cross the right ankle over the left. Sit up nice and tall here. Let your knees fall open a little bit if they do. And then hinge forward here. Keeping the spine tall. Hinging back up again. And then uncrossing the ankles and crossing the other way, so left over right. Same idea, let the knees fall open and hinge forward here. Hinging back up again. Uncross the ankles. This time here, we're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. If this is not accessible, stick with crossing the ankles. You can definitely pull the leg up. You can even hang on to it so it stays put. And then hinge forward here. So ideally, this foot is flexed, the knee falls open to the side wherever it does. Hinging back up to neutral, uncrossing the legs. And we'll switch sides, bringing the left ankle over the right knee. Again, pull it up if necessary, let the knee fall open. And if you still want a little extra stretch, you hinge forward from the hip here. Keeping the spine long, nice easy breath. Hinging back up. Release the feet. And then here, let's go ahead and cross the right knee over the left with the knees tight rather than falling open to the side. So as much as possible, stacking the knees. If you can tuck your foot behind your calf, you can give that a go. From here, extend your left arm out with the elbow bent and then bring it in front. Bring the right arm underneath, and you're looking to stack the elbows. So if grabbing onto the shoulders is the best way for that, then go ahead. Otherwise, see about catching the palms. And maybe you barely catch fingers, and that's fine. Relax your shoulders. You can stay upright here, or you can bring your elbows toward your knees, hugging more into center. With an inhale, coming back up to neutral, unwind your arms and uncross your legs, moving to the second side. So cross the left knee over the right as tight as you can get them. Wrap the foot behind if that's something that works for you. And then the right arm out and in front. The left arm under, bringing the elbows to stack, taking the hands to the shoulders if that's where you want to be, or catching the fingers to the palm or palms to palm maybe someday. Relax your shoulders. And if you want more, you hinge forward. Let's release that, coming back up. Unhook the arms, unhook your legs. And then we're going to slide over to the right side of the seat. Make sure you feel pretty stable in your seat. Hang on to it as much as you need. We're going to begin by bringing the right knee to point toward the floor. And if you can continue to walk the foot back, leaving your toes tucked under or taking the foot flat to the floor, whatever works better for you, keeping the upper body upright. So you want to feel a nice stretch into your hip flexor and your quad. Nice full breaths here. And then walking that foot back in again. Slide over to the left side of your seat. And begin pointing the left knee down toward the floor. You walk it back as far as you walk it back, sitting upright, making sure you're stable in the seat. Bringing yourself back to center again. Sitting up nice and tall here. We'll bring the right hand to the outside of the left knee and the left hand either to your hip or to the back of the seat. And give yourself a nice easy little twist here. Releasing that, let's come back through the center and take the same idea to the second side. Sitting tall, breathing. Releasing that back to the middle. From here, allowing yourself to just come forward again and let yourself hang over, loose and relaxed. Rolling one vertebra at a time all the way back up. Sitting nice and tall here. So let's extend the arms out with the elbows bent and the fingertips pointing up. Open your elbows as wide as you can. Think drawing your shoulder blades together on your back. Letting your chest open and lift. And then we'll take the arms straight, reaching through the middle fingers in opposite directions. Releasing the arms, let them hang down by the sides again. And then open up again with the elbows wide, fingertips pointing toward the ceiling. Take the arms straight here or leave them bent. Either way is fine. Take the arms and stretch them up out to the corners of the room-ish. Turning the palms toward each other. Think rotating your pinkies toward the ceiling. And then taking your hands back forward, bring them down. Stretch them up again. Reach away from the body, turning the palms toward the ceiling or pinky fingers reaching up toward the ceiling. And then take the palms forward again, elbows bent. Doing that again, open the arms, rotate the pinkies or palms, and then bring the palms together. And your arms may be more bent or more straight here, up to you. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to bring the palms down in front to the chest and all the way down, palms together as low as they'll go. Maybe the waist. From here, open your ring fingers and then bring them back together. Open your middle fingers away from each other and then bring them back together. Same thing with the index fingers. Open and close. Palms pressing into each other. Open all of your fingers except your thumb and the pinky. Opening the palm. Keeping the heel of the hand together and then bringing them back in. Taking the elbows together, reach up. Stretching toward the ceiling with the forearms together. And then come back down again. Let the elbows separate, but keep the heel of the hand pressing into each other. Bringing the palms down and then playing with the fingers again. Let the ring fingers separate. Keep them open this time. Maybe open the middle finger and the index finger. Bring the elbows back together, reaching up and then coming back down again. Keeping the heel of the hand together. Open your index, middle, and ring fingers. Open the palm of the hand, but keep the heel of the hand together. And then bring the fingers back in. Bring the hands to center. And then just release your arms to the sides. So again, getting yourself comfortable in your seat. Sit way back so that the back is supported. You can still sit tall. Relax your shoulders, relax your hips. And just do a little mental check-in and notice how different your body feels. Coming back to just your breath. And spend a moment simply observing your breath. Keeping your attention present. And giving yourself just a moment here. Namaste.